Hello my friends, thanks for stopping by. I hope you're all having a great day. Today I am in my turban and my purple little jacket, so that means that I am going to be doing some testing on a product. I have something that is brand new for me and I think fairly new to the market. I hadn't been in my Sephora in a while, so it could have been, it may have been out for about a month or so, I don't know. Maybe it came out in June, I think, maybe. Anyway, I have a couple of things I'm going to talk about in this video. I thought we'd make it like a little demo, chit-chat kind of video. So we will get started. Some things are questions that have been asked. I thought I would go ahead and answer, and I have a couple of books that I finished, so I thought I would do a quick little review. I actually wrote some things down because, you know, I have 5 books here and I don't want to get them confused and make it seem like you got yourself a super duper suspense thriller in only one book when it's 5 books you need. Anyway, the product that I'm going to be talking about that I just purchased is from Fresh, and it is their Vitamin Nectar Vibrancy Boosting Face Mask with Vitamin Fruit Complex. And it comes in the green box. I'm going to link and list everything I talk about today below, and I will also be doing close-up shots of them. Anyway, I am going to talk about a couple of things that I found interesting about this product. It actually took 3 years to make. Instead of being made in a cosmetic facility, it was actually made in a food facility because of the ingredients in it. It is $62 for 3.5 ounce or 100 ml at Sephora. For us, Nordstrom also sells it. Again, I will link and list everything below for you. It is a concentrated citrus blend with potent vitamin fruit complex. What it does is it claims to exfoliate. Instead of physically exfoliating our face, it will exfoliate with these citric AHAs. It also, because it does all that beautiful exfoliating, it is said to leave us with a very vibrant glow. It is made of crushed oranges, lemons, and clementines, just to mention a few. It softens, smooths, and improves clarity. It also has vitamin C, vitamin E, and B5, which is panthenol, which is a humectant. It has revitalizing minerals in it. After the first use, it says that we should see a 31% improvement in our skin, and after 4 weeks of using it, a 49%. And of course, as you use it more and more, you'll see more improvements, it is said. And it also says to use it 2 to 3 times a week. All you do is simply massage this product onto your skin and leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes. It is gentle enough for sensitive skin, and we are going to try it today and see what results we get from it. So we will go ahead and open it up. I have not used it at all. This is my first time. I wanted to experience it with you. It comes in a beautiful glass green jar, and it is sealed, which is always nice. It does not come with a little scoop, so I have my own little scoop that I'm going to use because I don't really like to dig my fingers into something. So when you buy a product that has a scoop, I recommend saving these for products like this because you want to keep your fingers out of it in case your hands, now I've just washed my hands because I just did my contacts, but you want to make sure that your hands are really clean anytime you are digging into your products because you do leave a trace of bacteria which then contaminates the product. So we're going to go ahead and open it and we will enjoy this moment together, my friends. It comes with a beautiful seal, of course. Not much on the lid, so we can just leave that there. Okay, at first glance, it looks like marmalade, just like marmalade. It actually looks like it has citrus peels in it. I'm hoping that it's not a tacky, sticky feel to it because I don't always like this tacky, sticky feels, but let's smell it. Very, very mild in its scent, very, very mild. So I am going to take a scoop of it. So I am going to go ahead and put just that amount in my hand, and I'm just going to lightly touch it together. I don't really want to rub it into my fingers. I'm going to touch it, and you are supposed to apply it to your face in circular motions. It goes on very smooth. You do feel tiny little bits and chunks in it, which doesn't bother. Oh, it smells beautiful when you start to do this now. Yes, very citrusy, very nice. Okay, it does have some little chunks in it, okay, so they fall out a little bit, but that's okay. Now I'm just going to take a little bit more, so you need probably just about a full teaspoon of the product, unless you have a smaller face than me. And I'm going to go ahead and just massage that all on and try to avoid getting it in my hair because I'm hoping to do another video after this. Of course, we always avoid the eye area, and that just makes sense because this is an exfoliant. I'm going to take just a tiny bit more because I want to do my throat also. I'm really paying attention to my neck these days because I am really starting to see a change in many things in my body. I'm going to toss an idea out there for videos. You all know that I am going through menopause very late in life. Most women are done between the ages of 48 and 52. I will be 57 in a couple of months and I am still not through it. So I am now experiencing a lot of things, thinning of my hair, very excessive dryness of my skin. All right, I'm going to look at my watch just to see. It is 9:30. So it's 9:32 actually, so I'm going to take it off within about 15 minutes, okay? 10 to 15 minutes, I think the jar says 10. I'm going to close up the jar so that it doesn't get any more air than it needs into it. And as we go along, I will tell you what I'm feeling here, okay? I'm just going to wipe my hands off here. Anyway, I thought I am noticing a big change in my fingernails, toenails and fingernails. Noticing a huge change in my hair thinning. So I have been really addressing those issues. I'm also noticing a lot with my neck, so I've been using a new neck cream for a little while. So I thought what I would do, because I am experiencing some success with some of the things I am doing, I thought that I would share those in different videos. Perhaps do one on the nails, another on thinning hair, and another on dry skin. I'm not going to turn my channel into the menopause channel because I don't think just because we're going through menopause that we can't be interested in anything else. But I do think that it is a great concern, and I think because many women choose to go naturally, or because of, in a situation as myself, hormone replacement therapy is not an option for me. It does work for many people. Bioidenticals work for people. For me, I have discussed this at length with my gynecologist and also with Lou, who is very knowledgeable about many things. I am not a candidate for HRTs because I'm a high risk for breast cancer. There's ovarian cancer in my family, heart issues in my family. So for me, because although they are not guaranteed when you take HRTs, they are there. They do increase the risk of stroke. They increase the risk of breast cancer. So for me, I had to weigh out the pros and cons, and I'm not going to do any of that. So I'm choosing to do everything naturally. That is my bag. You do what works for you. I am not putting down hormone replacement therapy. I am just saying that really do your homework and know what you're getting yourself into, and the risk. Talk with your doctor, talk with your loved ones, whoever, do your own research and come to a conclusion on your own. Don't let anybody else talk you in or out of anything that you feel is right for you. All right, so the mask. I can see why they say it is perfect for sensitive skin. I am feeling absolutely no tingling sensation, nothing with the mask on my face. It's just a coolness right now. I don't feel the stickiness, although my fingers are sticky after wiping it off without water because I just wiped them on a dry cloth. But I'm not feeling that on my face, okay? It's a very smooth texture. It went on easily. The smell has dissipated and no tingling sensation at all. So we are going to let that sit for 10 minutes and then I'll remove it and we'll see if I'm glowing, and hopefully it won't, when I remove it, a hot flash won't hit at the same time because then we don't know if I'm glowing from that or the hot flash. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is I have another little blurb because I didn't want to get any of the information wrong. I most recently bought some of the new Essie Gel Long Wear 14-Day Nail Polish. I don't have them on my fingernail because I'm still doing some treatment on my nails, and I'm happily I can say that I am happy with the results so far that's happening with my fingernails. My toenails were in just as bad a shape, and they recovered a little quicker than my fingernails. I think it's because I probably use my hands more than I use my feet, you know. So I did go and buy some of the new Essie nail polishes. This is it's called Essie Gel Couture. It will run about $13.99 a bottle in Canada, and in the States it will run about $11.50 a bottle, and in the UK €7.50. I don't know what that is, but it could be pricey, it could not. It comes in 42 shades, and let me tell you, I had a really hard time deciding which shades I was going to get to begin. I will be getting more because I think the colors are fabulous. And I will say I have had the polish on my toes for almost 7 days now, not one chip so far. Again, that is my toes, not my fingernails, and I only used one coat when the directions the company suggests it's a 2-coat nail polish with a top coat, no base coat. Although if you're somebody with really porous fingernails, you may want to cheat and use a base coat. I would probably stick with Essie's if you want, or whatever one you find is the best. But the company does not recommend a base coat for them, but you need to protect your fingernails if you're someone who is prone to yellowing on your fingernails because of polish. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Like I said, it comes in 42 shades. It is a base coat color in one, and then your top coat over, which is very shiny. It's to give you 14-day wear. The pigments have been formulated so to protect against staining, but again, if your fingernails are porous, you're going to get staining. The bottle is very unique, and it has a twist formation to it, as you can see, and when you are a nail technician, it will lay right in your fingers, allowing these two fingers to still be free when you're polishing your client's fingernails. For me, I found it a very comfortable bottle to hold. So I like the shape of the bottle, and the brush is formulated in a twist also to prevent when you turn it sideways from any of the product dripping off from the brush. The brush itself is a paddle brush. It fans out as you go across a larger nail, and then depending how you sweep it out of the jar, you can, or the bottle, you can get a very narrow feel with the brush to get one stroke with your pinky. So I really like the whole concept of the twist and the paddle brush. Most polishes have very narrow brushes or very wide flat brushes. This one actually, let me get you a little bit of the brush here. I'll take some of the polish off so you can see what I mean by it. I hope it shows up. But the brush actually fans. I will try to get, there you go. It's a fan type paddle brush, and you can get that brush to stay narrow or even to widen as you're giving your stroke. And when you're using a polish, to prevent streaking, because I know a lot of us get streaking. Some polishes will just streak on their own, but if you lighten the pressure of the brush when you're polishing, you're going to get less streaking than is when you slam the brush down and just stroke across the nail. So go gentle, just put it on and press it down just slightly and fan it across the nail, and you'll get a better application. The company also suggests that in between each application, you give a 60-minute rest period before you apply your second coat and then your top coat. And I must say, I'm going to try it on my fingernails, but my toes, I'm impressed. So this first color that I'm going to show you is called Bubbles Only. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the wheel. I didn't do this earlier, so I'm going to do it right now so you can see the color. And it's going to be only one coat, but it will be enough for you to really see how beautiful the color is. That's one coat, and that is called Bubbles, $3.45. The next one I got is $3.60, and this is called Spiked with Style. You know that I love my deep burgundy, not burgundies, but my deep red burgundies. And this one here is gorgeous. They're all gorgeous. I have the first one I just showed you on my toes right now, and I just love it. This is the second one, which you can see has a little more depth to it and more plum. And then, of course, I had to get a bright pink one. And this one is the It Factor. I bought a couple of these as presents for people too. I think they're going to love them. And this one here is just a gorgeous pink. I think so many of you are going to love this one. It's a perfect toe color. It really is. And that is the pink. I'll bring it up close so you can see. We'll let them focus. That is 1 coat each. So 2 coats will just make it look even more beautiful. You can see how smooth of an application you get with them. Just love them. Absolutely love them. All right, so that is the Essie, and the gel coat comes in a white bottle. And the reason why I think it's necessary to wait the 60 seconds also is because, and I'm going to do the same thing I do with this top coat that I've done with some other. When you use dark colors like this, it has a tendency to transfer and then turn your top coat into a pink color. So if you let them dry 60 seconds in between, you don't pick up as much color to put back into your bottle. So great, great, great so far. I, of course, will update you towards the end of the month after I start wearing polishes on my nails again. It was suggested by my dermatologist that I stop wearing polish for a while because my nails were severely drying and ridged, although they didn't really offer any suggestions or, you know, little crazy scientist things that I could do at home. So I just went back to some old school things, and they have worked. All right, so another thing I wanted to touch base on is many of you have asked what happens when you stop using the Revitalash serum and for the eyelashes and the brow. I stopped using it for a month to see, and I can't wait to start using it again. They disappear. It's like your eyelashes just disappear. They don't all fall out, but the length and there's the beautiful effect it has on your lashes does disappear. So Revitalash is an investment. It is something that you will have to continue to use. You know, it's worth it to me. I really think that by having good conditioned, full, long lashes naturally, it does add youth to your face. I think that lashes really do play a big part of how our eyes end up looking once we finish all of the makeup application. And even if you're someone who chooses not to use any eyeshadow, but you like to use mascara, I think that just by having your lashes really healthy looking adds youth to our face. So that's the answer to that. All right, so let's see what time it is. It is time for me to wipe this off. Excuse me. Time for me to wipe this off, so I'm going to wet this cloth, come back, wipe it off, and we will see how my skin looks and feels. While I had it on, all you feel is a coolness that you know you have something on your skin. It's a little tacky to feel now that it's dried down. But it doesn't have that tackiness, you know, of feeling like you got a thick layer of goop on your face, okay? So let me go and take this off. My friends, I am back, and I took a warm cloth and I just wiped off all of the, let's give it the proper name. It is the Vitamin Nectar Vibrancy Moist Boosting Face Mask by Fresh. Okay, my skin feels absolutely wonderful. There's no tightness at all. Let me just make sure my fingertips are dry. My skin is so smooth, really smooth. And I must say, I do think that there is a brightness to it. My neck skin even feels fabulous. So I am going to say that first impression, 2 thumbs up on this mask. Just beautiful. I feel that this mask would probably last you probably a good 4 to 6 months, using it 2 to 3 times a week because it's very concentrated. Like I said, probably less than a teaspoon is needed for the whole face to really spread it just thinly. You just need a thin layer of it. There were some little chunks of orange peels in it, which I kind of liked, you know. But yes, my skin feels absolutely fabulous. Now I put nothing on my skin after I wiped it off. There is no, you know, you get that real tight feeling. There's none of that. I just think that it really does have a beautiful glow. So I am going to continue to use the Fresh Vitamin Nectar Vibrancy Boosting Face Mask. And I'm going to use it 2 to 3 times a week. And I am going to come back and let you know my final thoughts in an empty. I'll use the whole bottle up. But I'm telling you, I think that many of you would really like this. And again, for sensitive skin, of course, you might want to ask Sephora for a little sample of it first to see if you're ultra sensitive, but I felt absolutely no tingling, but yet I see results. So love it. So I hope you well, go and look at the Essie. I'll link and list everything below. I don't know if I'll be able to find these online where they can be purchased, but I'm going to try for you and put a link. This I know for sure that you can find in 2 different places. So I will link that for you below, and I hope that you give it a try. And like I said, if you're sensitive, if you are sensitive and you're already using this, please leave it in the comment for us. And if you're already using the Essie Gel Couture nail polishes and you're having great success, or they're chipping on you, please leave that in the comments also. We love to read from all of you, all right? I love to read from all of you. And Revitalash, well worth every single penny you spend. It does work, but it's not a product that you can use one time and expect to have great lashes for the rest of your life. They do go, because hormones are stronger than anything we could possibly put on our face, okay? All right, so thanks for stopping by. Don't forget, subscribe. We're anti-aging here. Be happy, healthy, beautiful, and most of all, my friends, lovable. I love you all. Bisous.